Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be learning about the Python data type, which is Python list. So the lists are used to store item in a single variable. We're going to be looking at some examples of lists. Say I have a variable name called list. Sorry, this is called this list, and the list is always inside a bracket, square bracket. So So I want to write an apple, wolf, banana, and orange. So when you want to write multiple items inside the list, you're going to use the comma to separate them. So let's say we now print, but let's say we print the list to the terminal. We are going to get something like apple, 12, banana, and orange. So that's what we're going to get. So there are some things that attached to list. Lists are zero indexed. What I mean by zero indexed is that counting list starts from zero. This is the zero index, first index, second index, and the third index. So if you want to select a list out of this list, is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3. So if the new lists are added, it is added in the end. Let's say we add a new list, so it's going to be added at the end here. So list is always changeable. You can always change. Say you want to change this apple to another fruit, you can always change it. So list can also be any data types like integer, string, num, and boolean. Let's say we want to replace the first index, which is 12, want to replace it with a string. You can just say that this list, then we're going to open a bracket, then we're going to select the index I want to change, which is the first one, and we're going to say equals to and what we want to pass into it. So that's going to be watermelon. So that's what we want to pass into it. So we're going to get apple, wolf, banana, apple, watermelon, banana, and orange. So that's how you can remove one list and place it with another list. So you can also use the list constructor to create a new list. So let's say we have this list here. So instead of using the curly braces, have the square bracket, we can just use the list, and we're just going to surround it. So after that, we're now going to then at the end also. So this is the list constructor. So this is going to be exactly like the one we have before. So this is also a list. So when we run the code, we are going to get apple, 12, banana, and orange. So let's now move to the indexing. So the negative indexing. So it refers to the last item. So let's say you want to change the last item here, last item, and we want to count from minus. We don't want to count 0, 1, 2, and 3. We want to count from the back. Now say this list, then we're going to say that then minus 2, and we want to change this here. So this is the minus 1, this is minus 2. So after that, after the equals, we can now pass in anything we want to replace it with. So you can replace it with watermelon also. So when we run the code, we are going to get apple, 12, watermelon, and orange. Don't forget, let's say we want to replace the first one, the last one, which is the orange. So that's going to be minus 1. So this is now going to be apple, 12, or banana, and watermelon. So let's say we want to cut out from a particular index to another index. So we can do that by saying this list. Let's just print it to the terminal directly. You can say this list want to start from the first index. We're just going to be using the lists, the square brackets instead of the list constructor. So we want to remove from apple to banana. So the orange is not going to show. So we're now going to say this list and a square bracket. And after the square bracket, the first numbers index starts from 0. So this start from 0, 1, and 2. So we want C to start from 0. We're just going to say 0. And we want to state where it's going to end. So the second number starts from 1. So 1, 2, and 3. We want to specify 3. So this is going to show apple, 12, and banana. So that's how you can remove a particular part of a list. So let's say we just want to remove all the lists. You can just specify 0 and put this dot, and we did not specify where it should end, so to just list everything. So when we run the code, then it's going to list everything. So we can also specify. So let's say we want to specify from the back. So using the negative index, we want to specify the start and the end. So we want to cut out a part of the list. So we're going to use the negative indexing. So let's say we have some other lists like mango, cherry. So that's okay. So we can now specify. So the first we are using the negative index. So the first negative index starts from 1. So that's going to be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So we want to start from this place, from here, from banana, and we want to end at mango. So what will be the index? The index is going to be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. This is going to be minus 4. Then we want to specify the ending. So the ending is going to be start from 0, 0, 1. It is going to be minus 1. So now we are going to return banana, orange, and mango. So after that, we want to check if item exists. So we can use the if else statement to check. So let's say we have this list here and we want to check. So we can use the if. Let's say we want to check if apple exists. Note that this is case sensitive. Small letter A is different from capital letter A. If apple in this list, then want it to print Yes, it is in this list. Yes, it is in. So we have to put this inside a quote. So and else if it's not in this list, to print no. Let's just of the time, let's just say no. So because Apple is in the list, it prints Apple is in this list. So let's say we want to change like two items in this array in this list, so we can change it by using the index also. I'm just going to say this list. So don't forget the first index starts from 0 and the second index starts from 1. We want to change from the 0 1 the first index. So that's going to be 1. Then want to end at the second index. So 0 want to end at the third index. 1 2 3. So that's going to be 3. So 1 3. So that's going to, so now I want to change it to pineapple and watermelon. So we can now print this to the list. So when we run the code, we are going to get apple, pineapple, watermelon, orange, and mango. So want to use the insert method to insert a new um list to a list. So we're going to say this list dot insert. So we're going to specify the index that we want to specify. So index is going to be the second index, which counts from 0 index to 2 and want to change to 12. Don't want it to be a number, to a string. So 0 1 2. So let's just make it 1 because sorry, let's make it 2 0 1 2. So that we're going to change the banana to a number. So when we run this, we're going to get apple 12 12 and we want to use the append method also. So we can also use the append method to insert list at the end of at the end of a list. So we use the append. So using the append, after we've selected the list that we want, the variable name of the list, then we're going to use the append. So want to now change this to, this does not require an index because it automatically adds a list to the end of the list. So say we want to add list to be so here the beans is going to be at the end of the list. So that's what the append does. So in the next video we're going to be looking at some other list method that we can use. So this is going to be the end of this video. Make sure you like, share and subscribe.